Hello, welcome to Aethermancer. This is a little like RPG turn-based roguelike. It's like Pokemon stuff. You make a team of monsters, you fight other teams of monsters. It came out 3 days ago. It's made by the same people who made Monster Sanctuary. You've played that. I have not played that, but I've heard it's a popular and cool game that they made. It currently has a sale on it if you want to pick it up for yourself, and it's gotten pretty good reviews, so I wanted to check it out. So let's get right into it. I did already try to record a video on this. I didn't like how the video turned out, though. I'll yap about that more later, maybe. It does have lore if you care for it. I don't know. When I play roguelikes, I don't really care for the lore most of the time. But I don't know. This void, it's bad, and you're a guy who's trying to stop it. Whoa. That's about what I got. I'm here for the cool monsters and watching them fight each other. But here it is if you care, I guess. And then me. That's my name. Mithras Cyrix. Cyrix? I don't know. Apparently that last line's important. Anyway, but this is a very fun game from the brief bit I did play. Choose your soul bonded monster. You can start with this monster in future runs. So the main elements, you know, your Pokemon stuff, your type chart is earth, fire, and then water and wind. And then, you know, combinations of those two. It looks like everyone has 2 elements exactly. And then I don't remember what's weak to what. I mean, obviously, you know, fire is weak to water. I don't remember what the rest is, though. And then also it'll tell you what this creature, monster, yeah, they're monsters, is generally like good at. So focuses on critical hits. This is like draining energy. There's an energy system in the game for deciding how you can attack. And then there's like some damage over time. This guy's good at tanking, shielding allies, and then he gets better as the fight goes on. This is healing, generating energy, poison, and also being really ugly. Sidekick is a mechanic where, like, if the thing has sidekick and someone else attacks something, they will join in. It's very cool. And then dodge is what you think it is. And then force is like focusing on one big attack. I don't want to like read over everything. I just kind of want to show you the game before we start delving deep. Who do I want to play as my starter? Not you. You're a freak. We could play the bird. I think the bird looks kind of cool. The cow also looks kind of neat. Let's bird up. I'm ready to bird up. I guess maybe we should read over his traits if we're going to take him. Nah, I believe in the bird. You want to give him a nickname? Of course. What do I call you? Bird. Bert. That's a good name. Yep. You're welcome. Inside the void now. Entirety. Yeah. There's like lore if you want to read it. Wild monsters are roaming. Here's my friend. They're gonna support me in battle. Anyway, there's like an overworld map that you can walk along. Wild monster blocking our path. We're gonna fight it. Okay. But yeah, just kind of walk around and then you encounter these little monsters and you fight them. It's like dodging them for a second there. Okay, round 1. You always go first, I've learned. So monsters use different actions in combat. Most of the action costs Aether. There's 4 different elements, so that's up here. So it's fire, earth, water, air, and then this is wild. This is just anything you want. It'll be used last, but it's kind of rare to get. Currently, do not have much Aether. Your only option is use your basic attack, which will always generate additional Aether based on your monster's elements. So we will go ahead and do our basic attack. 2x2 damage the enemy, generates fire and wind. So we'll hit him for 4. And then we have these other moves we can do later. I'll look at the other stuff in a second. Let's just play the game. But yeah, we whack him, he whacks us. I believe you heal to full after every fight, but I'm not sure actually on that. And then you also just generate some extra energy at the end of each turn. I'm not really sure how it works. I generated 2 air energy there. I wonder if it's random, right? Maybe it's like 2 energy random of your type. I'm not sure. Anyway, poison weakness, color of the diamond. So this guy is, oh, you know what? It's not certain things are weak to certain things. It's just each guy has its own weakness. Okay, right. So this guy's weak to air. If we hit him 1 time with an air attack, he'll be staggered. Staggered enemy skips its next action and all damage against it is increased by 50%. We have enough Aether to stagger the enemy. We'll do the super strong strike. When the first time I played this, I thought this number was the amount of attacks. No, this is the number of attacks. This one here. Good to know. So we'll go ahead and stagger him. He won't do anything now. And then he'll take a bunch of damage on this turn. Or more damage, right? Any monster is now staggered. You can craft memento. Oh yeah. So this is like the capture mechanic. Craft a memento lets you gain a monster memento. Permanently unlocks that monster across all rounds. Cool. So we'll go ahead and capture this guy. It's a free action, by the way, to just use your little guy in the background here. So we have 3 mementos currently. And we'll capture this guy. Worthiness, I guess. And then finally, let's just finish this guy off. So yeah, we get into fire there. I think it's random. Whichever ones you gain based on the type, right? Anyway, let's kill this guy. Cool. Yippee. Yeah, that's the basic combat. It's pretty fun, and there's a lot of like different little mechanics to play with. Worthiness screen. Your monsters gain worthiness in combat. Variety means like dealing damage, healing, and preventing enemy actions. Small permanent bonus to monsters, which persists when you rebirth monsters on future runs. Cool. And you can see like what specifically they did to gain worthiness here. I won't really worry about it, but you can if you want. And then you gain XP after each fight. All right. Cool. And then they drop stuff after they fall. Okay, real quick, I want to look over this guy's traits. So the first hit of each attack of this monster deals +1 damage for every 2 buff stacks on it, and shield self equal that amount. So I guess the idea with this guy is you want to stack a bunch of buffs on him. And then this is apply sidekick, which, let me toggle the tooltips. There you go. Sidekick, force, and dodge. Dodge evades every second hit, and then each incoming attack consumes a stack. So if you have 1 dodge, you just not dodge and it still eats the stack? How does that work? Each incoming attack. Or it's like, do you need 2 dodge to dodge anything? How does that work? I guess we'll figure it out. And then sidekick is cool. Another ally attack triggers monster sidekick attack, dealing 1 by dealing 4 damage basically based on this monster's elements, then consumes a stack of sidekick. And then force is turn each hit into a critical hit, deals 50% more damage, round it up, and +1 poise damage. And then it gets rid of the force after that. And this is 1/8, applies sidekick and force to self. That's pretty much it. They have like little perks, so this guy has like +2 crit damage, which is nice with the force. So I would like to be doing that stat, of course. I could rename him if I come up with a better name than Birdbert. Don't worry, that will not be happening. Blank memento. Cool. Alright, let's head over here now. So yeah, this is a monster shrine. You can perform monster rebirth there. Let's go get a new guy on the team. Allows you to add a new monster party. You can require a monster soul to do so. Each monster shrine can only be used once. You start with 3 monster souls. Each monster shrine offers a random selection equal amount of monster souls you have. Unlock them first by making mementos. Only have the memento of the monster you fought earlier. Cool. So let's get this guy. Reform him. Oh, what do I name him? He's like a little dog. Fucking rough. No. Dog Bert. No, I can't call everything that. Yeah, I can. How about Bark Bert? What's your deal? So you're a fighter, fire and water. That's cool. The 2 heads. And you're about sidekick power. What's power about? Show me what power is about. Which can build up to huge raw damage the longer the fight goes on, and then healing. That's cool. And then your signature trait is 2-headed. On attack, monster's first attack of the turn, it heals ally with the lowest health by 5. If the second attack applies power to self. And power means increase the damage of each hit by 1. Okay, got it. And then they've got a water damage attack and then a fire damage attack that applies sidekick to self. Okay. Not too complicated yet, which is nice. Okay. You can also like ambush people. Void Blitz, it just removes poise at the start of the fight. Cool stuff. So we will Void Blitz. you want the chicken or the like a skunk worm? Let's get the chicken. Let's try the chicken out. I got the skunk worm on my first attempt at getting a video of this game. Let's get the bird. Yeah. Add one more monster, you need one more memento. Yep, let's do that. So we'll grab you real quick. Cockatrice. Oh, that's just what it's called. Okay. No beating around the bush, huh? That's just it? That's just it. How's your ability work again? I didn't really play around this when I did my run. I think the game might be a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down a tad. Apologies if it's a little quiet now. It's always scary recording for new games. I don't know how loud or quiet things should be. Okay. This monster deals +1 damage for every 2 buff stacks on it. Shield itself equal to that amount. Okay. So maybe you can also see where they're attacking. I've noticed this little like light thing. It makes more sense once you have 3, but this means he's attacking this guy. And then this guy's just staggered, so he's not doing anything. Maybe we could just beat him up then? Maybe. I think what I'll do... Let's see, what are you doing? Water? Oh, we could stagger this guy too. You know what? How about we do that? That sounds nice. Want to do anything first? We could apply sidekick first. You know what? Let's do that. We'll have you do your little buff. Cool stuff. And then we'll just fucking murder you, apparently. Holy shit. How much does this do? He's got 12 HP. 17. Damn. Okay. Poor guy. So what are you doing to me? Explosive Rush. 4x5 water fire damage against target. Deals 5 damage to self. That doesn't seem very ideal at all. So I've got 2 people who apply sidekick to themselves. See, who are you attacking? You're attacking me. I'm gonna dodge one of these. I hope I just kill you. You know? Here, we'll do this. We gain our crit, we get our sidekick, and then we just kill. Yeah, okay. The sidekick combo with this guy seems very, very strong. I like it a lot. Alright. What is this? I didn't check these before. Combat duration. What? Alright. Level up. So you get new traits as you go too. Start of combat on dedicated support action. So like this is a dedicated support action. It'll just tell you down here, right? No, keep it up there. Yeah, there you go. This is an attack. That's how you can tell that. Applies 1 dodge to self and shield to each ally for 2. So maybe I could just spam that move on him is an idea, maybe. And dedicated support action again. Applies 1 force to target ally and 1 force to self. How does this work for tempering? I guess it would just apply a bunch of force to yourself, right? How does force stack? It doesn't, right? It just consumes stacks as you use it. Okay. Aura, for every 30 wind or wild damage dealt, applies dodge to ally with the lowest amount of dodge. Weird. I guess I just want a bunch of wind damage is the idea with this. Give me this. It's start of combat dodge and shielding, which seems kind of nice, if nothing else. Drum equipment. So you can equip, I thought you would equip your guy with this. No, you give these to the monsters. On support action, cleanses 1 debuff and applies 1 temporary power to target ally. That's kind of cool. Maybe you're my support guy. Fire generator. Basic attacks generate 1 additional fire. So it like it has a specific thing it does and then just like a random modifier to it. Maybe that'd be more useful here. Nah, let's just put that on Bird Burt. It's worth thinking about though, because yeah, I know how to do this shit already. You can jump and you can dash over. It's whatever. Anyway, God, what was I saying? I forgot. I got interrupted by the game. Alright, let's dash over here. Hello, frog woman. Must be an Aethermancer. Hope to help us out. Yep. President Witch of Pilgrim's Rest to visit sometime. This is like after you lose or beat the game, you get like a little like home area. Yeah. Sweet of you to say. Band of monsters can't be a bad person. Expert in soul bonding. Let's see. Uses monster memento to bond its soul to you. It's always there when you need it. So this is just telling you, hey, when you start a new run, you can just pick a monster. I won't worry about that right now, right? Alright, let's just keep going. I know how this shit works. Some monsters attempt to ambush you, so this little cute little guy here. You can press space to void parry to counter the ambush, giving you the same advantage as your void blitz. This is also like an ambush, but reverse. So we can parry that. And now he should be staggered when the fight starts. Oh, I like this little guy. He's kind of cute. I love him. Maybe I want this guy. They're both kind of cute. Hold on. Looking into this. What are you? Wormling. Holy shit, you have a lot of actions. Magdragora. Something like that. Huh. Interesting. So they're about healing, regen, and weakness. It's about healing, making energy, and power. Interesting. Do I want any of these? How many mementos do we have? We have 3. Maybe we could grab this guy. He seems okay. Do I want him? I kind of want the little dragon guy. Can I get the little dragon guy? I can if I get some water. I get stun him next turn. Maybe let's just kill this little idiot and then grab the dragon. I think that might be the plan. What are you even doing this turn? Oh yeah, you're staggered. Never mind. You're not doing anything. So we'll attack you. Although maybe I shouldn't. Because now maybe the bubble will kill him. I don't know. Oh, I thought he would just die to the sidekick attack here. Apparently not. That's okay. Oh, he like rolls. I forgot about this little guy. He's pretty cute. Alright, let's do our bubble attack against you. Okay, he does not die. That's nice. And then we'll finish you off up here. Although first, let me do the memento thing before I forget. Hell yeah. I guess we could do it to both. I kind of want to save them though, in case we see something cool, right? Alright, let's just finish these guys off. Goodbye, Wormling. A little sad you don't actually capture them. You just, I don't know, make a copy of them while they're reeling, and then you just make them again. Let's see. On attack, heals the ally with the lowest health by 2/2. That's kind of cool. Or for every 50 healing of your allies generates 1 wild aether. So this is the you can use for whatever, right? Pay the action substitute for any element. Yeah. Oh yeah, aura is like affects all allies or enemies, really. Oh, but you know, it's okay. Aura end of turn deals water hit to all enemies. Damage equals 1 for every 5 healing received by allies this round. Huh. I think this sounds pretty useful, right? Especially like we could just make you attack a bunch through like sidekick stuff. That sounds cool. Get a little bit of healing in here too. All right, what do we got? Monster soul, cool. Ranging paths lead deeper into the void. Each path will take me to a different zone, part of the same biome with a different fate. Yep. All right, so this is night, this is Aether Spring, and this is Envoy. I don't know what these mean. Envoy? Maybe night? Let's go to Envoy. Let's see what that is. I think I went night last time and I don't remember what it even was. Alright, let's get this guy. Choosing your monster, you should primarily consider the monster's signature traits, elements, and types. Yeah. We've got a lot of fire currently. Maybe that's an issue. Oh, we also have the bird. Other bird. They're a tank. They're like a dodge tank. What do you do? Retaliate. Sorry, what is fucking... Hold on a second. Can I like... Monsters? No. Show me the tooltips for this. Details? Tooltips. There we go. Retaliate. Triggers when this monster is attacked or receives non-attack damage. Actions that grant retaliate effects last until your next turn. So when they get hit, applies 1 temporary power to self. Every 7 times the trait triggers, applies 4 burn to each enemy. Okay, so you want to get hit on purpose is the idea with this guy. What? Do 2 fire damage to yourself, or 1 fire damage to yourself twice. Or, hold on, what's the ordering again? The first number is how many times, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me double... I think this is only once, actually. So hit yourself once, but it's a free action. I guess to go with this is the idea. Huh. Perks Aether +1. Start of turn generates 1 additional Aether. That seems really good. Huh. Oh, you also do that. Huh. Okay. Gift of the Worm. On support action, applies temporary power to self. On attack, transfers all power and temporary power stacks to every other ally. Generates wild Aether. We got some weirdos for sure. These are a little complicated. Let's see. Burn. When this monster consumes Aether to use an action or gets interrupted, deal X fire damage to it. Who do I like more? Dragon or bird? Bird could maybe be cool. I'm seeing the idea. I don't really get this. Like you buff this guy a bunch and then he just sends it all out is the idea. But he's kind of cute. Also, look at him. I think I'm gonna go with this guy because we already got healing from the other one. Let's go with you. Yeah, rebirth. Look at him. Oh yeah, we gotta name him. What the hell do we call you? We already have Bird Bert. Cockatrice? No, don't call it that. Don't call it that. Don't call it that. No, don't call it that. Don't call it that. That's crude. Here, we can call you... You seem more focused on burn. You're Burn Bert. Incredible names. I'm very creative. You're up high. Yeah, so if you do a special attack from up here, you deal 3 poison instead of 2. It's whatever. There is a map if you want to see the surrounding area. You just kind of gotta find the end is the idea. Alright, let's head down here. There's monsters over that way. Ideally, we can get the jump on them. Hold on. We can totally get the jump on them. Okay, so it's like... What is that? There's 2 of the dogs, and then there's like a rabbit. Let's go. Let's see. What do I want to hit hard? Probably the rabbit. I already have a dog. Maybe the rabbit is cool. We'll see. I do like this guy's stance. It's an incredible stance. Love this guy. You don't have to fight alone. Aethermancer can also use certain actions in combat, such as artifacts. Certain number of charges are refreshed when you get to a rest site. Okay. So yeah, you get potions. They will just come back eventually. You can use them if you want. Okay, so what are we doing? Do I want to set myself on fire? I don't think so. But maybe. Maybe I should just give it a shot. he only does 1 poise damage there. Can we actually deal poise damage to you? You need like earth, it looks like. Huh. That's unfortunate. Let's just stack up a bunch of sidekick. Let's start with that. Let's see, what's your trait work again? First attack heals if it was your second attack applies power. So you can only get the second attack by doing sidekick stuff, right? Or maybe you can like attack again somehow. Alright, let's start with... So you're doing a normal attack, you're doing a normal attack, you're doing something kind of scary. So let's beat you up, I think. Yeah, let's beat you up. So we actually are physically incapable of getting this little rabbit creature. That's okay. We'll hit him with one of those, and then one of these. Well, we're dealing like 21 damage. Oh, it's exact lethal. Cool. And this does 11? Or maybe it was... Yeah, it does deal 11. It was dealing like 17 before. I wonder what changed. Go get him, Burn Burt. Holy fuck, he's just beating the... Damn. But yeah, he gains power from that. Right? Is that what that is? Hey, tooltip. Do your tooltip. Tooltip? I swear these showed... Okay, so I guess it has to be your turn for it to work. Sure. Alright. We'll hit this guy. And then just kind of keep doing our sidekick shit, right? Why not? It seems to be working out pretty well. We just heal up. Cool. And then, I don't know, pop off king. Flurry. Look at him go. What a guy. Alright, let me out. One of your enemies is going to reset its poise at this turn. It's part of its reset action. Apart from resetting poise, reset actions generate 1 random Aether and trigger an additional effect based on the individual monster. Enemies use reset actions the turn after they were staggered or when enough turns pass in combat without them getting staggered. Okay, what if I killed you instead? Oh yeah, that would do it. Goodbye. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Burn Burt. Not too fond of this fellow. Maybe we can find a cooler guy. Hopefully. What do you give me? Monster Soul. Okay. Oh, we're at the end. So we could go explore over here. I'm gonna head over there. Alright. There's a big sword. I think it's just decoration. It's like colossal sword used by colossal human or monsterkin. Yeah. Cool. Okay, there's guys over here. There's just rabbits and the bird though. I mean, let's kill them, right? There's no real reason not to. Other than, you know, maybe we would feel like being a good person. Kill. Slaughter them. Alright. I don't know, maybe I should be spamming the buffs instead, right? It's not too much different. I guess yeah, maybe I should just spam. Oh, but I can't do this because I want to do Fire Fang stuff. I guess you could just use this guy's basic attack, right? Yeah, maybe you just do that. Okay, who do we want to be hitting? Probably you, so we break your, whatever, right? Yeah, okay. We'll stun you, and then work on the rabbits. But maybe we should just kill you, right? That doesn't kill. Do you kill? No, not quite. What if you use a special attack? Nah, still not lethal. This would be lethal. You know what? Maybe we'll just do this then. We'll kill you off. Finish the job. I mean, he's stunned. I guess I don't really need to kill this turn. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. These early fights don't seem too hard, but I got in the... I can maybe yap about my first run with this game now. I felt like the game was pretty simple. Like these little fights weren't too difficult, and I was probably just, you know, building up to something scarier later, right? Also, if you kill something and you have sidekick, it'll just attack. I think whoever is lowest HP is how that works. Anyway, but I changed one person on my team. It didn't really work how I thought it did, and then I just immediately like death spiraled. And if you lose every monster, you do just lose. So it's a little tough to experiment, maybe. I hope not. Okay, what do we got? This is a new attack. One, like I read this as 1 times 15, as in 15 attacks. It is actually just one attack that deals 15. But I want to read it the other way around. Okay. Fire earth damage against target enemy on first hit, crit, plus poise damage. What? If your first hit was a crit, I guess that's just what it means? Sure. So if you have like, you know, your force stacked up, you can do a bunch of poise damage through that. It's interesting. Applies dodge to target ally free action. That's cool. It takes a air energy. Seems decent though, and it's a support action, which is the thing I want to be doing, right? Oh, dedicated support action. So I guess maybe the free ones don't count, is the idea. 2x4 fire wind damage against all enemies. On interrupt, applies dodge to all allies. Okay, so if you like break poise with this, you get some free stuff. Also hitting everyone is kind of cool, right? Does take a lot of energy though. I think this sounds kind of cool actually. Let's take the meteor and then hopefully you get something to actually make people hit you. Or whenever an ally evades a hit, apply sidekick to them. That's kind of cool. You also get concealed and then aura. For every 3 fire aether consumed by allies, applies burn to all enemies. We do use a pretty decent amount of fire. Like everyone here is fire. Maybe this is cool, right? Why is this one yellow? It makes me feel like it's rare and therefore good. I mean, it does seem pretty cool if you build into dodge, right? We haven't really done that though. I think I'll just take this. Maybe we can do some burn stuff, right? All right, what did we get? Skill reroll. That's cool. I think that does what it says on the tin. Who are you? Another Aethermancer. Give me void phenomenon. Here to assist me. Okay. What do you do? What is your purpose? You can read this if you want. I don't want. Proficient with artifacts, aren't you? An impact on my travels. These are like the things you can do with your little guy during the fight. Pick artifact. Refuse, gain 10 gold instead. This is the Aetheril ore. Extremely rare. Could split the ore in 2, forming 2 artifacts. Sure. What do you got? Reactivate the target monster. That seems very useful. Break 3 poison target enemy. Also seems very useful. Give me this thing. I could see that clutching. Okay, so you just get like a little temporary thing. Oh, another fight, really? Okay. Hopefully, we should be done with this one fairly quick. Okay. See, I want to make a bunch of fire energy now. Maybe I should just start using your basic attack then, because you make a ton of fire. Maybe. Let's do... Fire here. Cool. And then we'll just whack you once, I guess, and then hopefully you'll just die to burn when we use this up here. How many do we have to use? It's every 3. Okay, so yeah, we should activate it this turn, right? We'll burn ourselves a little bit. That's kind of cool, maybe. Hey, look at that. Burn. How does this shit work again? Monster consumes Aether to use an action. Gets interrupted, deals X damage to it. X equals amount of stacks. So we just deal 1 damage then. Huh. Maybe that's not as crazy as I thought it was. Anyway, if you want to use any of these, we could chip away at the boys of this guy, right? Let's do that. Go get him. What are you doing? You're regenning? Okay. I should kill you soon. Consumes Aether to use an action or gets interrupted. I don't really get it, but we'll figure it out. We'll see what it does this turn. Like, you're the only one using Aether, though. Do you take 3 damage here, or just the 1? I don't know how that shit works. I kind of want to find out, but also he's doing a scary attack. What are you doing to me? Dealing earth, water to the middle guy, and then some regen. Okay. I don't know. We'll just kill him. We will not find out what burn does. Maybe in another fight. We're just kind of chilling for now. Everyone gang up. Beat him to death. Kill. Alright. Let's get it over with. Kill. You're a cool meteor. Holy shit. Hey, we did more burn. Is he just gonna die now? Hold on. Like, he's got 2 burn. I kind of want to figure out how this works. Can I just, like, pass my turn? I don't think you can pass your turn. I think we gotta kill him. Unfortunately. We'll find out what burn does in a bit. Hopefully. Alright. Get me out. What do we got? Free action. Heal an enemy for 8. A 3/7 fire earth damage against target enemy, applies sidekick to self, interrupt power to all allies. It costs a lot though. Seems rare though, it's gotta be good. Applies 2 sidekick to self. Okay, so if you stagger with this, it's really nice. It is a lot of burn. I don't make a lot of earth energy though. I think I'm gonna take this actually. Make some sidekick on interrupt. Seems nice. Okay, that's all the monsters, right? Okay, we got a scepter. What's this do? End of turn, 1 temporary power, crit damage +2. Give it to this guy. That's everyone. That's everyone. And then there's like shard currency. I don't really know what that does. Maybe it's like meta progression stuff, right? All right, let's head back to the gate. All right, so we got end of zone. Might want to use the map. Yep. Random NPC. Aether Spring. Loot drop rare. You gotta go there, man. Is rare. Which has gotta be OP. All right, so we can rebirth Wormling if we wanted to. I do not care for him. Sorry. All right, let's grab this thing. Is this the rare loot drop? It is. Loot drop rare. Deck of cards artifact. What does it do? Consumes all your Aether, then generates 7 random Aether. Okay, so you want to do this after using everything, I guess. Weird, but sure. Oh, can't go through there apparently. There's a couple birds. I don't know. Do I need to fight I feel like I should probably fight everything. Let's kill him. I don't know. It's like, should I skip this fight? I don't know. Like, am I gonna lose this? I don't feel like I would. Why would I? Also, apparently these guys are weak to fire, which is interesting. Okay, speaking of fire, I need to make some fire. This is 2 hits, right? So we'll make some fire by attacking... probably just you, honestly. And then we will stun you with Fire Fang, and then make more sidekick stuff happen. Sure. Just kind of chilling. I don't know. I don't want to skip fights, though. That seems silly, especially whereas this is my first time covering the game. Whenever your monsters take a certain amount of direct damage from an enemy without being protected by shields, they will take on corruption. Corruption lowers their starting health in the following combat. Try to avoid corruption if possible. This is your reason to not, like, I guess, fuck around too much. I guess. I don't know, it doesn't seem too bad though, honestly. Alright. Oh, you're weak to... So are they weak to their own elements? Is that how this works? Hold on. Wind. No, okay. It is just what it says on the tin. Oh, this is fire and wind. Duh. Okay. And it's 4 hits. So no matter who we target, it's gonna stagger. It does just kill that guy. Holy shit. Alright. We'll stagger you, and then we get a bunch of sidekick off that. Very nice. We get a ton of healing off of it too, which is cool. Because this guy's gonna hit another 2 times now. Fire, earth. Could just kill him. We gotta kill you though, I think. Let's kill you. And then sidekick kicks in. Hell yeah. That's kind of cool. I love the sidekicks. It feels very satisfying. And then I don't know. Let's just do some tempering on the bird. Bird up. We'll get him. Look at all those buffs. Alright. And then we'll just obliterate this man. This dog kind of kicks ass. He's so awesome, man. Look at him go. Alright. Obliterate this man. Fire a meteor at them. Alright. Cool. Let me out. Maybe there's like a fast mode. Really cool. I just feel like grindy fights, I guess. I don't know if that's really the right way to put it. 50% chance for +1 hit. Is that on everything? Maybe it would be better on you. End of turn 1 temporary power. I don't know. Give it to Burn Burt. He deserves it. 1 Blake Memento. Cool. We're already done with the area, actually. Okay, so this one was quite short, it looks like. Unless there's stuff over here. There might be stuff over here. Oh, give me the money. There is stuff over here. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's maybe the... Oh, there's like a little slime guy. Hold on. I want the slime. He seems awesome. Jump scare. Oh, he requires earth stuff. Ah, damn it. Fine. We do have an earth attack. Fighting an ooze with a signature trait can be tricky to fight against, dealing increasing amounts of damage to a whole party if left unchecked. Select your enemy's signature traits by pressing F. So what do you do again? On action applies 2 poison to self. Whenever poison triggers on this monster's enemies also take damage on it. It's weird. Why are you like this? Oh, maybe you suck. Heals all allies, applies 2 poison to all allies. Weird. Weird ass monster. Okay, anyway. I'll interrupt to sidekick the self. Oh, we don't interrupt anything there. Okay, that's not great. I wanted to save up for this so we can eventually bust through that. I don't make ground, and I apparently want to kill him quickly. Maybe it's not gonna happen. I guess I could get random Aether. That's true. Maybe we could just use the deck of cards. I feel like I should save it though. Alright, so what are we actually doing? We don't do that well into this fight. They want water and ground, and we're all air and burn. Uh-oh. Maybe that's something to think about for the future. What do? You're doing poison? Hey, don't do that. Stop it. Alright, we'll do some tempering and then just wail on this guy with a bunch of people. Oh, apparently we just burn. Awesome. Yep, I meant to do that. Alright, go get him. Holy shit, he's wailing on him. Get his ass. Kill. He missed? Oh, because of the dodge. Right, because that was 2 attacks right there. Alright, here we go. 1 of 2 that I need to do before we can capture this guy. I want to do it though, it seems fun, right? Alright, we'll bite this guy. Hopefully kill him in a second here. Can I just kill with a basic attack? I can just kill with a basic attack. Let's do that. He's going crazy, man. Alright. Hey, we staggered him. How did we stagger him? What? I mean, I'll take it, man. Sure. Ooze. Hell yeah. Alright, let's kill him. Goodbye. I don't know if I actually want that guy. He seems kind of weird and terrible, but maybe better than Burt. Although I've kind of grown to love him a little bit. He's like, okay. And maybe he's about to be really cool. Let's redirect the self. Redirects next single attack against any monster to this monster instead. That seems really good. On interrupt, applies dodge to all enemies. Applies 2 force to target ally. Oh, and then does damage to them as a free action. But that seems cool. Why is this a tank ability? I guess because you use it on yourself is the idea, maybe. Give me the redirect. That sounds like it could maybe be useful, but I think I will probably just replace you. What do we got? Chain common. On single target attack, if enemies have 6 or more Aether, it purges 1 Aether. Earth generator +1. Basic attacks generate 1 additional Earth Aether. I thought I might be using the support stuff from Burt more. I don't think I actually am. Let's get rid of it. And yeah, so you just sell it. You replace equipment. You don't like add it to your inventory and replace it later. There's a little pond. Offering of coin may cleanse 1 soul. So you can offer 10 gold, cleanse 6 corruption. Sure, let's do it. Now we have no corruption over here. Baller. Did we use the thing at the start of the stage? I don't think we did, right? Yeah, we did not. I like how they have these cute little mini sprites before you zoom in on him and he becomes a terrifying horror. 2 poison to self. I don't know about that, man. Is that good? I don't know, you heal and then you fucking poison everyone. But getting like this guy's water earth, which is something we're lacking. I kind of want to take him. What if he's cool? Let's rebirth him. And then replace. You can only have 3 at a time, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I don't think I have yet. Let's replace Burt. He's okay. Oh yeah, it also scraps their equipment, which is a little annoying, but it does level up to about what you're at, which is nice. Torment doubling. On action, if the action applied debuffs to enemies, applies those debuffs another time to the enemies and to self. This guy's so weird. Retaliate generates random Aether. Attacks or receive non-attack damage. What? So like poison just gives you this? Whenever this monster applies a debuff, deal 4 earth water damage, hit to enemy, and apply 1 poison. That's cool too. More poison? It's kind of neat. Enemies also take damage. This sounds kind of useful though. I kind of want to take that. And then we get another thing here. Heals an ally for 18, applies 3 poison to all enemies, triggers poison on all enemies. That seems very cool. Earth Wind, damage to target enemy, applies redirect to self. Also cool. Retaliate triggers a damage attack against the enemy. Free action. Give me toxic healing. That sounds cool, actually. I'm liking the slime guy more and more. Give him a name. Yeah, it's gotta be. I don't know. Is there a bee name I can come up with? How about Bilebert? Love Bilebert. All right, let's get out of here. But yeah, this game is very long, which is something I didn't realize. Not that it's a big deal. And here's the boss. I think this is probably where we will end off, by the way, after each boss. What's all the way down here? Oh, nothing. Okay. So you want to go merchant or witch? I have like, what, 5 gold, I think? I think we'll go to the witch then. You may notice corruption is a constant danger that diminishes your monster's survivability throughout a run. And I guess that's maybe also a reason to switch out your monsters. Cleansing corruption, you can only cleanse a limited amount at a time, successfully dealing corruption, playing around main challenges. Okay. Hello. Oh, you're the witch. Hello. Nice to meet you again. Aside from that, you'll provide potions, refocusing their talents. Okay. Reroll an action, reroll a trait. Huh. Can I see first before I do this? I guess not. I probably have some useless action. Okay, now I can look at it. I guess I don't love aqua pelts. No, it's useful. I actually kind of like everything here. Never mind. I guess the meteor. Can I go back? Okay, you can go back. That's nice. That's nice. I wish they just let you see it here. What about trait? I don't love this as much as I thought I would. I guess the dodge at start of fight is useful, right? Auto heal's really good. That seems really good. Maybe we could reroll concealed. Yeah. See you later, concealed. What are you? What did we get? Oh, we just get a pick. Okay. Undedicated support action applies 1 force to target ally, 1 to self. On crit, if it's triggered by force, applies 5 poison. That's kind of cool with the poison we're doing. Hey, maybe that's something, right? Dedicated support action heals ally for 5, shields them for 3, and applies 1 force. Give me this. Maybe we're poison guys now. Do you do anything else? Cool. All right, it's boss time, I think. Probably. Where's the boss? There he is. Champion monster. You face one at the end of each biome. They're tougher, have more skills, and use 2 actions each turn. Beat them to advance to the next biome. Okay. Can I get the jump on them? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. So these guys... Here, they'll actually just tell you. Let's see. Eventually. Enemies have a simple poise weakness corresponding to 1 of 4 elements. Some enemies have a special poise weakness. Champion monster isn't weak to any 4 elements, that it just needs to be hit a lot, basically. Only loses 1 of its actions when staggered, and these guys take 2 actions. Did it mention that? It might have mentioned that and I glossed over it. Oops. Oh well. Okay. So what are you doing to me? Purges an enemy Aether and deals some wind damage to the top guy, and then he's hitting Barkbird. How dare you? Let's just start stacking poison, right? Hit you with this. Cool. And then I want to use this eventually. I gotta save up for it though. You know what, actually maybe we just do this. We get sidekick and force. We can do poison this turn actually. Cool stuff. Because then we can just hit, right? Water. Basic attack does a little bit less, but I don't have to spend my water. Although, does I spend anything on water? I spend this on water. I guess that's also why having a mix is good. No, but you generate more energy. Like if you had an all-fire team, you'd just be constantly generating fire. Oh. Having a mix just seems good to counter stuff, right? Yeah, look at that. We do poison now? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, it goes away by 1 each turn. Okay, good to know. He applied weakness. Oh yeah, that's... Okay. I should check your traits. Oh right, your ability. Hold on. Versus the damage of each hit by 3. Each hit consumes a stack. Okay, what is your thing about? For every 5 Aether Purge, Aether Stolen, or weakness applied by the party applies power to self. I don't think we'd do that, so we don't have to worry about that. 1 hit applies 2 weakness to target enemy. Okay. I guess he was going to do this and now he can't? Okay. Oh, wait, what? Why is this blocking that out? What are you doing that is making that stop? I don't actually know. Hold on. Oh, it's this thing. On single target attack of 6 or more, purges an Aether. So we're getting, yeah, this guy has 6 or more, and we'd be getting rid of an Earth, so we can't do this shit anymore. Okay, so I definitely want you attacking this turn. Let's do that. Start with that. So our little strike. Cool. Now he just does a basic attack, it looks like. Heal. Nah, just keep stacking poison like this. Actually, we're gonna stagger him this turn, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Very nice. And then we'll just keep on wailing him with Barkbert. Barkbert's getting kind of forgotten about. He was so cool. Now I'm all about Bilebert, my beloved. Go get him. Alright. On interrupt, apply sidekick to self. Maybe we could have saved for that, right? What are you doing to me? Volcanic Guard. Shield self for 12. Redirect to self. Retaliate. Triggers fire damage. Attack against the enemy. Okay, so maybe let's just not hit him next turn is the idea, I think. Or is he going to do that this turn? Okay, well, he's just not doing it at all because we stole it. He's doing earth damage to Bilebert. Poor guy. He doesn't deserve it, man. Are we staggering him again? What's going on here? Oh, he's doing it again. Because this is on every hit, right? Huh? Hold on. Single target attack. Okay, yeah, cool. So I thought that wouldn't work on sidekick stuff for some reason. I guess it does. So now he's just doing basic attacks like an idiot. Go get him, team. Alright, we're kind of chilling. I don't know if I like Bilebert, but it's kind of fun to play around poison, and I'm sure there's some cool nonsense you can do with it, right? He does just kind of kill himself. But it's not that bad. Hold on. Looking into this. Start of each turn. Whenever poison triggers on this monster's enemies also take damage from it. He only took 1 though, which I'm confused about. Alright, anyway. Let's do some healing. Who are we healing? Probably yourself. And then we also trigger poison. Oh, but I should have done it in the other order. My bad, my bad. It's okay. I think we're just gonna kill here anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But I should have tried to do like your crit first, right? And then worried about it, but nah, he's just dead. Okay. Go get him. Good job, team. -2 corruption. Look at him go. Look at him wiggle. They got jiggle physics. Damn. Alright, what do we got? Aura. Whenever an ally triggers sidekick, shield both attackers for 2. That's kind of cool. For every 100 healing of your allies, apply 2 power. Oh, this is Barkbert. For 50 healing, generate 1 wild Aether. This is like okay, right? Shield 2. I feel like I could probably do better. Maybe I don't waste it though. I feel like Barkbert might be on his way out. Let's take this. It's fine. When debuff is applied by an ally, 10% chance to apply dodge them. Dude, hell yeah. Applies force to target ally and 1 force to self. Yeah, give me this shit. Maybe we're debuffing. It's kind of fun. Meteorite rare equipment. What the hell is this? On support action converts random Aether into wild Aether and shield cell for 2. Bilebird does support. Maybe it could go on him. The only person is Birdbert, and I kind of like this chain. It kind of kicks ass. It's pretty cool. Here you go, Bilebert. You deserve it. Sorry, what was the other thing the meteor doing? I should have read that. Oh, it's crit damage +2. Sure, whatever. But yeah, then you come over here. There's new areas to go. Or one area to go? One area to go. And I believe this is just like a little place to rest. Yeah, so this is the rest site. You get your potions back here. Monster meal, specially prepared to cleanse for a large amount. Cool, and there's a guy over here. He sells stuff. Another Aethermancer. Who are you, child of soul? Aether kind. Yeah. Tell me shit. Sorry, this guy's dialogue is not that important. I don't care for it, man. I just want to play the game. 1 XP to a random monster. Bit of Bilebird, that'd be nice. What is this? End of combat cleanses 3 corruption from self. Debuff cleanse. Start of turn cleanses 1 debuff from this monster. Increases damage of each hit by 1. That's kind of cool. Maybe we could put that on someone. And there's a thing to swap out one of your monsters if you wanted to. I think I will end things off here though. Yeah, save and quit. This game is very cool. I will probably do another video on it. Try and finish up the run. I don't know how long this game is. Maybe it's a 3-parter. Hope not. But it is quite long for a roguelike. But I think it's very fun. I like it a lot. I think the combat's pretty neat, and there's a lot of like depth to it. There's a lot of mechanics we haven't even seen yet. Anyway, that was Aethermancer. Very cool game. I would recommend so far. I'm having fun with it. But yeah, again, it's on sale if you want to pick it up. I think only for a couple more days. Anyway, not sponsored. I fucking wish, man. Maybe I should look in how to do stuff like that. Anyway, but yeah, cool little game. I will probably do a part 2 tomorrow or maybe the day after. I'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. See ya.